Hello, thanks so much for joining me. Today I'll be making Parmesan chicken. Let's get started. Here I have some split chicken breasts, which of course I've already washed, and I have some plastic wrap. So, come on. Just going to take these. Going to take another layer, put it over top. I'm just going to flatten these out a little bit. Use whatever you have to do it. You can use a pan or whatever. And I have just a small meat tenderizer. It looks pretty dark. If it is, I apologize. But I'm just going to flatten these out some. Not too thin. Keep it covered. That'll keep the splatter too. You don't want this chicken juice everywhere. That's about it. One more. So I hit that one pretty hard. Try not to do that. Alright. Here I have some flour, and I'm going to add to that some pepper, some salt, and some garlic powder. Mix that. Garlic always smells so good. Okay. Here I have 2 eggs. Let me rinse this off. Just going to break these eggs into this dish. Pepper. There we go. Gonna add a little bit of water just to thin it out. Sometimes it can get too sticky, these eggs. Mix them pretty well. Okay, let me rinse this off. I'm gonna dry it too. I'm gonna stir these breadcrumbs with it. And here I have some Italian breadcrumbs, but I added some dry Parmesan. Not Parmesan, I'm sorry. Some dry parsley, but I'm going to add some Parmesan. Get in there. Let me see, is this enough? I may add a little bit more cheese. You don't want to add too much because you know that cheese will burn when you're frying it. Just a smidgen more. That's good. And there it is. It's a little more than a smidgen, but it's fine. Okay. Gonna mix that well. Into this pan, I have some garlic butter that I made a few days ago. I'm going to add some of that in. And it doesn't have to be garlic powder. You can just use butter, margarine, or whatever you have. And this is some vegetable oil. You can use any kind of oil you want to. Olive oil, canola oil, whichever kind you choose to. And we're going to let that melt. Okay. So now I have my chicken. That's heating up pretty fast. If you can see in there, that's bits of garlic that I use to make my garlic butter. That's what you see. Okay, we're going into the flour. I don't want my butter to burn. I'm going to have to move sort of fast. Into the egg, over and over, and into the breadcrumbs. Yeah. You want to cover it pretty well. Very well, should I say. Very well. Okay, let's see. I see it there. See it? That's what I'm going to do. There we go. I want to make sure it's hot enough. And I believe it is. And in we're going. I only have room for 2, so I'm going to do it again. Into the flour. The egg, and the breadcrumbs and the Parmesan, the good stuff. Now watch it closely because you don't want it to burn. Nope, you don't want it to burn. In we go. That one's not ready. You can turn your oven on to about 225. You're going to let it sit in there and slowly finish cooking. Check this one out. This is ready. And you don't want to cook them too long because they'll get tough. You're going to put them over here on the baking rack. That's pretty good. And if you need more oil, by all means, add some. Just you don't want to drown them in oil. Yuck. You don't want to do that. Gonna finish this one up. Let's see. There we go. That's beautiful and brown. And make sure you stand over it. Don't walk away like you're deep frying chicken. You'll burn it up and then you'll be upset. Okay, I have my oven preheated. It's ready to go at 225, and I'm going to put those in there for about 20 minutes or for as long as you need them. You might be waiting on somebody or something. Meanwhile, I'm going to make my buttermilk mashed potatoes. Here I have about four small potatoes that I boiled in salted water and drained. There you go. Okay, and here I have some butter. Make sure you get you some good butter. This is Greenfield's Irish butter, unsalted. I always buy unsalted butter because I like to add my own salt to whatever I'm cooking. Okay, let's get some of this good. Look at that. Mmm. Alright. That's a lot, but it's good. You can't do this often. But when you do, you'll enjoy it for sure. Let's add some salt. Just a few pinches. And some pepper. Always for me, pepper in my mashed potatoes. And I have some buttermilk. And always make sure you shake your buttermilk well. Okay, let's open it up. And we're going to add slowly some, and then we're going to mash them. What's going on here? That's good. I'm a potato lover. I love all kinds of potatoes. Cooked almost any kind of way. I'm gonna add some more. And this is reduced fat. You can get full fat if you like. Perfect. Let me see. I'm going to add a little more butter. Don't talk about me. Like I said, do it, but in moderation. You can't eat like this every day. Well, you can if you want to, but you shouldn't. And I also made a little can of baked potatoes. My tongue is twisted. Baked beans, because I like baked beans and mashed potatoes. Have you ever tried it? I think it's delicious together. Just like you have your baked potatoes and your potato salad. Just made a different way, right? Okay. I'm gonna set these aside. Let's make a plate. To this, I'm going to add a little bit of salt on top. And we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice. And this is optional, but it kicks up the flavor. It really does. I'm going to add, excuse me, some baked beans. I just added a little bit of brown sugar to these canned beans. They were bushes, by the way. A little bit of brown sugar, some onions, and a little bit of bell pepper, and some butter. Well, I added some margarine because I like margarine with baked beans. Butter doesn't seem to go too well with baked beans, and that's just, you know, in my opinion. And of course, we're going to add some of these. Delicious potatoes. Mm-hmm. And I want you to see how delicious. And believe me, it is delicious. And you know, I'm sorry, I'm just going to pass to test and see if it's done. You just push it. And if it bounces back, it's done. So you don't have to worry about not cooking it enough. And I'm going to cut it so you can see it. Just want you to see, and it's really tender. Let me show you. I can cut it with. That's how tender it is. And I'm going to taste it with some of these potatoes and a bite of these baked beans. That's so good. Hey, try it. You might like it. And thank you for hanging out with me. And remember to pray. And then pray some more. Pray for her, pray for him, pray for you. Pray for them. Pray for us. Don't stop praying. Pray. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and tap that bell if you haven't, and if you have, thank you. Share with friends and family. And comment. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, eat well, stay well, and stay blessed. Blue, I love you. I really do. Until next time, take care. Later.